The Aligarh Municipal Council has given a nod to a proposal. This proposal wishes to change the name of the city of Aligarh to Harigarh. Now, certain questions shall alarm your mind. First, what is the history of names for the city of Aligarh? What was it called before it was called Aligarh? And secondly, what is the process of changing of the names of the cities? Other than this, what are the advantages and the disadvantages? So certain topics, these topics are going to be important from the perspective of GS Mains Paper 1 and 2nd. So do not worry about it. Also do not worry about notes, because I provide notes through my Telegram channel, Pooja Dwivedi UPSC. If you have any queries, you can talk to me on my Instagram and follow me on my threads. So the city of Aligarh is situated in Uttar Pradesh. It was the birthplace of the Aligarh movement, from where Sir Syed Ahmad Khan started it. It also houses the Aligarh Muslim University. So Aligarh is deeply entrenched in our colonial history, but it had a name before it. It was called Koil or Kol. Let's talk about it. It was referred as Kol or Koil before the 18th century. This loosely referred to as sometimes tribe or caste, name of a place or a mountain, and also name of a sage or demon. According to Edwin T. Atkinson, he says that the name Kol was given to the city by Balram. This is according to a legend, who slew here the great Asura Kol. Asura means demon, and subdued this demon, and hence the name Kol. In 1194 AD, this was before the, and I quote and unquote from the Aligarh city's website, before the Muslim invasion. It is precisely written Muslim invasion. So this was the name of it. Later on, 1194 AD, Qutbuddin Aibak marched from Delhi to Koil, which was one of the most celebrated fortresses of Hind. The name Koil or Kol is also referred in Ibn Battuta's Rihla, because Aligarh was surrounded by shrubs, herbs, and even groves. It was also sometimes known as Sabzabad, that means the green country. In the reign of Akbar, it was included as a Sirkar, and Jahangir clearly refers to as the Kol region, the forest of Kol, where he killed wolves. Ibrahim Lodi, during his reign, Muhammad, the son of Umar, he was the governor of Kol. He built a fort at Kol and named the city after himself, Muhammadgarh. Then Sabit Khan, during the reign of Farrukh Siyar and Muhammad Shah, he named it after himself, Sabitgarh. Then the ruler of Kol was later on Bargujar King Rao Bahadur Singh. He was married to the earlier ruler of Kol, Ajit Singh's daughter. In 1753, the Bargujar chief rose against the destruction of the Hindu temples. Then the Jat ruler Surajmal in 1753, with patronage from the Jaipur king, occupied the fort of Koil. Under this particular occupation only, there was a fight, there was a battle. And the Bargujar Raja Bahadur was fighting under the Jat ruler Surajmal. He died fighting in the Battle of Khasera. And thereafter, this city was named as Ramgarh. And later on, Shia commander, he took control of the city. Shia commander Najaf Khan, he captured Kol and then given the name Aligarh. So Aligarh was named as by Najaf Khan. Okay. Aligarh fort was built actually by French, you can say builders or engineers, under Benoit de Boing and Perron. Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College also is situated in Aligarh. It was named so by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and he wanted to pattern it on the lines of Oxford and Cambridge University. And later on, this Muhammad Anglo-Oriental College in Aligarh came to be known as the Aligarh Muslim University only in the year 1920. So you see, Aligarh has a very enriched history. If any question is asked, you can now easily answer it with respect to history. Now, the first attempt to rename Aligarh was actually made by Kalyan Singh in 1992. Then the ruling party was the Congress party at the center. That is why this couldn't go through. In 2015, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad started pushing this agenda that we should name it as Ramgarh and Harigarh. So the name Hari and Ali are to be changed. This can cause marginalization. in the residents of Aligarh, and they have already faced marginalization in terms of, see, whenever any city is renamed, of course, the political influences are going to be a lot, and marginalization can take place psychologically. It seems like Muslims do not have any place in history, according to an opinion editorial. And whenever changes of names occur, similar thinking can also be perpetuated in the marginalized population. So, this is one of the things, but there are other facets as well. As a bureaucrat, you have to look at both the facets, not only one. See, there is no constitutional provision which talks about the changing of the name of a city or any area in a state. The power to change the name is given to the state legislatures, and a resolution is proposed by a member of legislative assembly after the request comes to them. A discussion then takes place on the resolution. If there are any reasons that why the names should not be changed are also discussed. Then formal voting on the enforcement of the resolution begins, which needs only a simple majority. The resolution after that, as a proposal, is submitted to the Ministry of Home Affairs. That goes from the state level to the union level. The Ministry of Home Affairs further takes into cognizance what the Ministry of Railways has to say, what the Intelligence Bureau has to say, Department of Post, Survey of India, Registrar General of India, because they also will have to update their records. And so that there is no problem in communication between these very important departments, this has to be done. Thereafter, a no objection certificate is received from these particular departments. Then after getting approval from the ministry, the state government can issue an official notification in the Gazette of the state. Then what has changed has to be mentioned in the official notification. So this is how the name of the cities are changed basically. There are 5 broad principles any state government must keep in their mind whenever they are changing names. First, no change is desirable until and unless there are very compelling reasons, because people start to, relate with the name of the city they are living in, they were born in, they have grown up in. So that is why, until and unless there are very compelling reasons, it shouldn't be done. Now, compelling is a very broad-ended term. It's an open-ended term, very broad term, very subjective term. How do we decide what is compelling and what is not? Here, historical facets can be compelling enough. Any name of a place that is historically important or shares a connection with history, the name should be avoided to be changed. For example, Aligarh. Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh movement is holding a huge place in our history. Similarly, when Allahabad was changed to Prayagraj, the name Prayagraj in Hindu history has a lot of significance. So that is why the name's importance is a lot. Similarly, we have to think on the same lines. Changing the name of a place just to show patriotism or linguistic reasons should be avoided. Although Tamil Nadu was created in order to show the significance of the Tamil language in the cultural history of Tamil Nadu. Any neighboring place must not share the same name so that there is no confusion. A detailed reason should be given by the state government for changing the name of the place. Why it is being changed, what kind of impacts it will have, because of course logistics will have to be created in a similar manner. Banners have to be changed, the names of places on the maps have to be changed. There are going to be many impacts whenever a name change takes place. Okay, so keep that in mind. Moving on. What is the rationale? There are many rationales actually. First, to correct the anglicized or distorted spellings. If a region of which original name has changed time and again because of colonial rulings, because the English ruled over us for a long period of time, they distorted how it is said. Like Kanpur became Kanpur. They couldn't pronounce it correctly. So however they pronounced, they started writing it. So Kanpur is actually Kanpur, not Kanpur. And then Jabalpur is actually Jabalpur. That was also there. Vadodara from Baroda, and Thiruvananthapuram from Trivandrum. So name change has to take place in order to show that originality of it is still there and it is not lost. Every place is named according to its significance and people relate to that significance. When it becomes anglicized, it becomes like a name that has been imposed over us. So similarly, the debate of India and Bharat is on a similar line. but because it is going to be pan-India, then it is going to be much more impactful. I have also discussed that. Linguistic and cultural identity is also there. As I told you, that sometimes linguistic identities are really strong. Specifically, if I talk about South India. So South India, specifically Madras state, it was named as Tamil Nadu in 1969 to show how significant the Tamil language is in the culture, history, and society of that region. The many literatures that have been written, glorious literatures in the Tamil language. That is why the name Tamil Nadu. Then Mysore state was renamed as Karnataka in 1973 to represent the Kannada speaking people of the state. Then other reason can be to honor martyrs, to honor the place that is of religious significance to a group or a community. For example, Allahabad, it was renamed as Prayagraj in 2018. Aurangabad was renamed as Sambhaji Nagar to commemorate Sambhaji, who fought Aurangzeb. Rajiv Chowk was renamed from Connaught Place in 1995. Indira Gandhi International Airport from Palam Airport in 1986. Similarly, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport from Dum Airport in 1995. So this is done in order to give honors. Now P2I batches, other slides are still there, do not worry about it. So P2I batches are being launched from 17th of November for English. English it is 15th and Hindi it is 10th November. These are live interactive classes. That means you will be able to interact with the teachers. Do not worry about making notes for this as well, because we will provide you notes, study materials, prelims test series, mains test series, daily answer writing practice, everything will be provided. Alright, you just have to attend these classes. Also use the code PDLive. Right now you must be thinking it is 26,999. We are providing a Diwali discount as well. So if you provide the code PDLive, Diwali discount will also be put up. Okay, so do not worry about the costing. Moving on. Advantages are many. Whenever one changes the name of a place to the earlier name, it can give a sense of pride, a sense of inclusivity, a sense of identity to the people who have been relating to that place. For example, Prayagraj did give it to many. Then, recognition and preservation of local culture, language and tradition. An exonym such as Kanpur or Jabalpur is an exonym because it has been given to our places by other people. We may not feel very locally aware about it. If a name has changed in order to show the local and cultural identity of that place, it will also help in preserving the culture. How different a culture is, because it has been manifested in a name, it gives a sense of pride to people. That is why. For attracting tourists, when tourists will come to know about the name of a place, it has changed, they will ask why. If they will get the correct information regarding their history, they will be more attracted. Also to attract investors and development opportunities. To foster social harmony, it can be done for minority communities as well, so that they feel integrated and included in the history and not marginalized. Now, what are the disadvantages? Sometimes it is going to create confusion, inconvenience if people are not aware enough. It can also trigger resentment, opposition, and conflict. Like a community can feel that it is being deleted from history, or its history is not very important as compared to the others. It can undermine the historical continuity of the region. For example, Aligarh is historically very important in our colonial struggles. Then it also could divert attention and resources from more pressing issues. What about the poverty in that region? What about the maternal mortality rate? What about the health issues? Will it get resolved by just changing names? We need to ask ourselves. So I hope you got a lot of things to write in your paper, in GS paper 1 and 2, and many facets for your prelims as well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay updated.